Hello everyone and welcome back to Nightingale Plays Factorio, buses, planes, trains, and automobiles. So I decided I would upgrade the, what are these called, basic electronic boards and the resistors to use the electronic assembly machines. And as you can see with all of these inserters, things are just humming along like crazy. I do have quite a bit of these producing resistors, which I'm going to need for the next step, which is the level 3 circuit boards, aka the electronic circuit boards. You know, I kind of wish that those circuit boards were, well, more like the stock ones. I like the kind of video gaminess of the other ones. You've got green circuits, red circuits, blue circuits, and green, red. Am I missing one? Green, red, blue. Yeah, no, it's just the 3 in stock. So it's a little bit easier to remember those very simple, vibrant colors than, brown circuits, brown and blue, white. Then it's the green ones, and then it's blue ones. But there's just too much detail on the model or on the image. It would be much better served being something far, far simpler. Anyway, still feeling a little bit worried about the fact that we're running low on space and it's going to be, well, yeah, that's going to be a real shortage of space. So, maybe what I should do, I'm going to start doing things that I know aren't going to take a lot of space here that are like liquid-based production. I'm going to do them over here. And that's actually what we're doing next. So the next goal, which is probably going to be taking a couple episodes, is going to be to get the electronic circuit. Because I realized I want to build science, but it feels like there's no point right now until I have the ability to do Science Pack 3. So once I can build Science Pack 3, meaning battery and electronic circuit board production, then we'll go over and do that. So what do we need for electronic circuit boards? Well, lots of stuff. Things we don't have are transistors and circuit boards. So transistors are plastic, tin, copper wire, silicon, so lots of new stuff we need to get there. Circuit boards are phenolic board, copper plate, tin plate, and the ferric chloride solution. So break it down, just do one thing at a time. So first up is we are going to get the ferric chloride solution ready. So ferric chloride solution is iron ore and hydrogen chloride. Okay. Iron ore, we've got it. It's on the bus. Easy. Hydrogen chloride is chloride and hydrogen. Chlorine and hydrogen. We've got half of that. We've got the hydrogen on the bus. So really all we need to do now is chlorine production, which is right here. That's hydrogen. Saltwater electrolysis, which produces, I think that's hydrogen, something hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide, maybe. That sounds right. Sodium hydroxide, chlorine, and hydrogen. So I forget off the top of my head, to be honest, where we're going to put the sodium hydroxide. Let's just, I got to flip over and check out my spreadsheet. Sodium hydroxide needs to go over to the electronics bus. Okay, so actually this is really going to be a good area to do that kind of stuff. So first up, I feel like I shouldn't stand on these tracks even though I know the train is stopped down there. So yeah, let's get our power hooked up. One more. All right, like that. So first thing we're going to do is the chlorine production. So for that we need salt and water in an electrolyzer. So that is fairly easy to get water, but salt is actually something you get from water, if I can find where it is. Probably an intermediate. There it is. Salt. So red furnace, you put water in and you get some salt. All right, so red furnace. That means we are going to need to get our fuel line extended way out here. So let's do that. And we are out of stuff. down here, long reach. Get rid of the silly yellow stuff. Oh, I forgot there's a little... Yeah, I put a box here that of yellow belt just because I've picked up so much from like cleaning this up and doing stuff like that. Wow, we have really used up all the coal. That's cool. All right, so we'll skip... I don't think I need to worry about the stuff that's over there, so we're just going to skip straight to here and go across. All right, so red furnaces right here. So they're going to need water, 2.5 water. So how much? They're going to use a lot of water. So how much can a single water pump produce? This is the one we want. Let's just put them like that for now. 10 water every second. And for salt, you're going to take 2.5 water. Okay, so this one can supply 2 furnaces. So let's just do it that way. There we go. Okay, so you guys will be the salt. And we're going to need... Okay, so the salt is then going to go into... now we need the chlorine bit, which is this thing. So salt and water. So it's going to go into an electrolyzer to do saltwater electrolysis. Don't think we have any electrolyzers right now. Oof. Don't want to be building basic circuits. What's this one? Stone pipe. Yeah, it's not something I tend to carry around. All right, where are you? Let's do 10 of them for now. Did I manage to get one? Yes. Okay, so salt water. So you're going to need water and salt. Okay, that's fine. So let's do it this way. You're going to have your coal input there. You're going to output here. And then you'll need one more space for your water. Actually, let's put it down a little bit more. All right, so get the coal going, or the fuel rather. It's just, yeah, we just need to fuel it up. Okay. Oh yeah, I also reworked my slots. Okay, so you guys are happily making salty things. Alright, so we got salt there, and let's put you a little bit... Ooh, actually, we could put you high and have this belt going up. Let's do it that way. How much salt are you going to use in your recipe? 2 salt every second. You guys are producing 1 salt every half second. So 2 salt a second. And you are using 2 salt a second. So 1 to 1 between these. Yeah, so these actually should be going down. So let's do it. You know, I actually can squeeze these in. So if we go like this, do them in pairs, do 4 for now. Except we need to get room for the water. Oh, we're going to be out of water pumps right away here. And how much water does it use? I should be wary of that. 2 water, so yeah, this 1 pump will be fine for now. I just keep moving stuff around, figure out where it's going to go. Water. Power it up there. to get some lights here right away. Come on. I think I changed the autosave interval. It still feels pretty frequent. Okay, that's better. Hydrogen and some chlorine production. Okay, so let's, for now, we'll just double that up. And you know what, these pumps are upgradable, so I can always just upgrade them to level 2 pumps in a bit. Okay, and you guys just need your fuel and your outputs. Inputs. All right, so we've got a solid output and 2 gases. And that's why we can't stick these together like that. Unless we go like that. And then figure something out over there. That'll work. It'll have to. Nope, that's backwards. Geez, it's becoming messy. Nope. Let's rework all this. So electrolyzers, 1 space between, do 4 of them. That looks fine. Okay, and the inputs are here, here, and here. Power them up. And there we go. Now you can just do what we were planning on doing. Much simpler. Get a lot more pipe. Alright, why aren't you guys working? Water. You're a straight pipe. Ugh, that's actually much worse to run out of. I was going to build some some storage for those, or some production for those. All right, that's a little bit tighter than I wanted, but that's okay. Like that. Okay. No, what a mess. I hate that. Actually, you should have been fine, maybe. So instead, if I had gone like that, nope, that definitely won't work. So that won't work because I got to pass by it. So instead, we just move this one here. That'll be fine. This, nope. Work, just gotta change it slightly. Okay, no contamination. Maybe. Oh, yeah, no. So now the problem is that I'm not taking out the hydroxide. That's fine. That's solvable. Go. All right. Right now, do I really need 2 sides for this stuff? Kind of seems doubtful. So sodium hydroxide is used 2 in silver zinc batteries, a little bit in creating silver oxide, which is part of battery production as well, a little bit in creating alumina, which is part of the aluminum chain. So I'm going to need this for my smelting at some point, so I'd better keep that in mind. That might need to somehow come up here as well. But that should be fine for now. Alright, now what's the problem? Problem is I was all tapping. Alright, so hydrogen, we'll just hook it up to the hydrogen lines, and that should be enough. Except we're going to need a ton more pipe. Pretty much as I can have. Okay, so hydrogen is the very next one, and then there's 2 above it. Oh, already up. Okay, so while that's building, what we're going to do is build something to vent this. Now the problem is, I don't feel like I have quite enough room here, so let's go up. Okay, so it was something, something, our thing. Okay, I need to cancel a couple of these. Get all of 4 pipes back. Okay. Sorry, I have a little sniffle there. Where can we deal with the venting of this? I got myself stuck just going around without looking. What if I do it down here, actually? Problem is I don't know how much of this I'm gonna need. I might have to expand that. You know what? It seems silly, but let's just vent it right up here. There we go. So it's close enough that we can figure out how much chlorine we have. So we are going to have some pumps, small pumps. Might need actually 4 seems fine. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I don't even need a combinator. This is nice and simple. We just need some red wire. See if that reaches. Nope. Let's do it this way. We'll do red wire from here. Still too far, huh? If I do the red wire like this instead. You to you to you. You. Alright, so signal's 113. So if there is more than chlorine, there is more than 2,000, you guys feel free to activate. Okay, then you're just going to go into some of these gas venting pumps, just need a couple more. And then we're going to need more pipe. And then we're going to need more steel after that. All right, gas venting pipe pumps. Excellent. All right, that ought to do for now, although let's make sure to hook this up. Go. It's going to equalize. All right, so we've got chlorine set up. We've got chlorine venting. So now let's move the chlorine into hydrogen chloride. So we can, we practically could have done it as a direct output of that. No, but we need the chlorine for other stuff. So this is fine. I like this setup. So hydrogen chloride, though, another gas. Chlorine, hydrogen, chemical plant. Yeah, it's chemical plant. Yeah, we'll just do that one over here. I don't even need to belt stuff. I'm kind of tempted. What if I do it above? You know, I expected myself to have lots of space and not have to deal with this kind of issues, but that's Factorio. That is what you do in Factorio. Okay, lead production has stopped. Why would lead production stop? Let's think about that for a minute. Lead production would stop. How do we make lead? Lead oxide carbon. It's not going to be carbon. Galena. And oxygen. No, products. It's the sulfuric acid is full. Because we're not using it yet, and we're not venting it. So where did it go? Is it? No? No? Well, if you didn't put it in my inventory, where did you put it? Seriously. Ah, there it is. Is that? Yeah, okay, that's how it's coming in. Wow, that fills up quickly. There's that much pipe out there for it to fill up like that. Okay, let's just give it another round. There we go. We, quote unquote, vented our hydrogen sulfide, or sulfuric acid. All right, so let me quickly finish out this next gas and we'll call it an episode. Because this is an easy one. I just don't know how much I need to make, but that's fine. Because it'll be something that'll scale easy. All right, I just need one chemical plant to finish. You can build the first one and then can build the rest offline. Whoops, off camera. All right, so I'm gonna put you there. You are going to be hydrogen chloride production. No, I don't like you there. We'll do it there so it's easy to pull stuff up. All right, hydrogen chloride. 1, 2, and 1. This one goes down here. Pulls this stuff in. This one goes down here. And pulls this stuff in. Nice and simple. Power it all up. And hydrogen chloride comes out. And hydrogen chloride will just be the next thing on the bus. Pipes, pipes, pipes. Sometimes. Inventory full. finish off these last couple guys. Use up whatever iron pipe you had. All right, we just actually need some storage for it. And should we vent it? Of course, why not? Do the same thing. We'll do our venting up here, except we need 4 vents, 4 pumps. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I really don't know what the optimal number is here for the venting. Am I building the wrong kind of pumps? Yes, I am. I need a small pump. 1, 2, 3, 4 small pumps. All right, red wires. You go here, 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 here. Your condition is hydrogen chloride greater than 2000 and you vent. That should do it. Yeah, that looks good to me. All right, so we've got our hydrogen chlorine and hydrogen chloride production going. So doesn't seem like we got that far, but we are just one very short step away from ferric chloride. And I think that'll be the last liquid on the bus. So we'll put the ferric chloride stuff right here. And yeah, then we're gonna pipe everything back this way and we can do the... Actually, no, ferric chloride doesn't need to be on this bus. Ferric chloride can get produced right here and can go straight down here because it's going to be needed on the electronics bus. So I think that'll be the plan for next episode. Thanks everyone for watching. If you enjoyed this, please hit the like or subscribe buttons or leave a comment below. This has been Nightingale. We'll see you next time.